It says, "Hey, Rip, thanks for calling me a pussy. Working out alone, I had no one to push me. So a combination of boredom of the weights I was lifting being too light to be hard, and you calling me a pussy from my last question, I have jumped my weights up to where they feel heavy. Squats are now 365, 3 sets of 5. Deadlifting 415 for 5. Benching 230 for 3 sets of 5. Press is 185 for 3 sets of 5. They're pretty good numbers. Pretty good numbers. I know these numbers are not stellar, but they're starting to make me work for it, and I'm still going up in weight each workout. He's 27, 6'3", 275, so he's a big, strong guy. And he's not anywhere close to how strong he's going to be, having changed his approach, right? I tried integrating a belt into my last workout. It made me feel far weaker on my lifts, so I got rid of it on my last 2 work sets. Well, that's interesting. Pretty sure it's due to the belt being cheap import crap I bought in high school. Well, it may or may not be. He's looking to get a Dominion starting strength 3-inch belt in single ply. If I were you, I'd go ahead and get the double ply. You're going to be the kind of guy that appreciates that little bit thicker belt in a 2-ply than the single ply. But yeah, this is he's pointing out an important thing here. If I tell you that it's okay for you for the rest of your life to lift light weights and just do a lot of volume, then I'm telling you it's okay to be a pussy. Because if you never lift weights that are heavy enough to constitute a threat to your 5th rep, your last rep of the work set, then you're being a pussy. You get strong by lifting heavier weights. And at some point, that heavier weight is going to cause you to question your ability to lift it. Now, if you rack it, then you're being a pussy. But if you try it anyway, then you're not being a pussy. If you try it anyway and it goes up, like it should if you've selected the weight correctly, then you're not a pussy and you're doing the program correctly. If you try it anyway and you miss it, well, at least you tried it and now you know something. Either way, you've got data. You have data points from trying the thing you don't know whether you can do. You've got data points that you would not have if you just lifted more reps, more volume at lighter weight. Now that volume at lighter weight thing keeps coming up. God almighty. It's amazing. It really is. You got to do more reps because, hypertrophy is what you do when you do more reps. And if you're not going to hypertrophy the muscle, then you can't get it bigger because getting the muscle stronger it requires hypertrophy. It's like the hypertrophy. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? These people don't understand that it's not a chicken and egg thing. And acting like it is a chicken and egg thing means that you are a pussy. You're a pussy. It's okay to be a pussy as long as me telling you right now that you're a pussy makes you want to stop being a pussy. Because being a pussy is not good. Lots and lots and lots of people are pussies. You may have noticed this over the past 9 months. Right? Lots and lots of people are afraid all the time. Well, you get out of the bar and you don't know whether you can do the 5th rep of the set and you put it up, you, sir, are a pussy. You didn't have to put it up. You could have tried it. Because lifting the heavier weight than you've ever lifted before forces your muscles to grow, and that's what makes them bigger. This whole bunch of reps with lighter weight, making them bigger. That's all bullshit. It's always been bullshit. Always. It's always been bullshit. You know it's bullshit. But it's very satisfying to you to be able to do these workouts without ever once having to question your ability to screw up the courage and carry the fucking rep down to the bottom and then coming back up with it. Not knowing whether or not you can do it or not, but being willing to find out. That's the part that makes you not a pussy. Okay? So I'm glad this guy knows this now. This is real good. I hope he's not the only one we've taught that to.